neck, boy, you give me shivers. When we make love, you have me streaming like a river. You're the only one I know who could for sure deliver. You got the keys to my house, so go on and until we been down so long, going strong. And I just want the world to know. Just against the word, I know you still remember. Just and I want for you because you said it. Just because you
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. We back. Just us.
Just us. I'm LaLa.
It's LaLa. I'm Dark. You know what I mean? To her, Ty. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to another episode of Just Us. Me and my wifey.
Just us.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, bringing our relationship to the world. You know, we've been together for a long time. We went through a lot of trials and tribulations, ups and downs. So, you know, we got a little experience in the game. We may look a little young, you know, but that's, you know.
He says I'm an old lady. He may look a little young. I may age a little bit because I'm an old lady.
Listen, we just don't deal with stress. You know, inside joke. That's an inside joke with us. That's our inside joke. But hey, you know, we look like this, you know, because, you know, we try not to stress too much. And just live a good life, eat right, you know, take care of ourselves and stuff.
And most importantly, being a good person. You got to be a good people, because you could be together a long time with somebody and it shows in your face because you're not a good person, and all that stress that if people don't see it on the outside, you know what goes on the inside.
And it's you know what I mean? It's affecting you. It's affecting you. No matter what, people may see you smiling and stuff, but if you aren't feeling good inside in the home or in your place, in your square, then it's going to show on you eventually through your complexion, through your looks, through, you know, how you run around, how you may start winding up aches and pains coming out of nowhere from, you know, just going through just bad things in life, bad things in your relationship. So, you know, it's good just to make sure you have that partner in crime, that companion that holds you down.
And you guys are happy.
Yep, and, you know, especially that, you got to be happy. You don't want to be there just because, you know, you want to make sure you're there happy. So you stay, be happy life, happy wife, right?
Happy life. And you know, and another thing is, don't compare yourself to no other couple. Because we all individuals. Just because you see somebody happy together, you don't know their story. Yep. You don't know what goes on in their life. You don't know what they're doing. Just because people don't talk doesn't mean, you know, things are okie dokie. It takes a lot of work to be in a relationship.
Yes, a lot of work,
and patience.
Patience is for real. Give and take. A lot of
patience.
And guys, y'all know it's gonna be a lot of times you gotta apologize for no reason. Just apologize.
You haven't apologized yet.
Anyway, guys, you know how it is.
He got on my nerves earlier this week. He still didn't apologize, but that's another story.
That's a whole nother story.
You didn't apologize yet.
Listen, you gotta apologize too.
For what?
You know what I'm saying? You know what you did.
I ain't doing anything.
Neglecting a brother. You can't neglect a brother in these streets. What's going on with you, man?
Talking about neglecting a brother, why are you men so big? You see how hard a woman works. Let's bring this. You know what? We're gonna talk about this because let's talk about neglecting a brother. You have a woman who works, who's doing her thing. You know, out of everybody else, how this woman hustles. But all that goes out the window when you feel neglected.
No.
You don't think about nothing else but your needs.
Listen.
If you guys know what I mean.
If you got that much energy to put out there for other things, you should have that same energy to come home and please your family, please your man, you know, make sure everything is right.
Please your man, not family.
Family is about feeding them. You gotta make sure you please the kids. You gotta feed the kids.
Kids are always good.
Make sure their clothes is good and whatnot. You gotta make sure, but you know, other parts for the man is just the man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta make sure you come home with that same energy you put out there in the world. You come home with it, cause you know, especially if we sick and tired, we still gotta perform. We still gotta get up. We still gotta make things happen. You know what I'm saying? It be times you don't even want God. You know, it be times you don't even want to make it go down, but you got to make it go down, and the man don't even be strong like that. He be on some like, player, you know what it is.
But
man,
women
but I'm gonna help you out right now.
Anyway, women are more understanding. Men are not understanding of nothing. You talking about the energy we put out to the world. You don't know what my day was like, my 12, 13, 14 hours day. You just know a little snippet of what you see. But the real people that know how my day goes are the people I work with. So don't think it takes a lot of energy to do that, because I have to.
Yes, your work is definitely, tiring and strenuous, and you definitely put in work and what you gotta do and what you do in your profession. That's definitely noted.
Oh, forget the profession. How about when I come home?
When you come home,
I still do
listen,
what I need to do.
You pledged allegiance. When you pledged allegiance to getting married, hey, you know what I mean? That was with the job title. You gotta talk to God about that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk to God about that. You know what I'm saying? If he wanted men, we can cook, we can do those things.
Why?
But we want men to go out there and bring home the bacon, get out there, get on his knees and do the hard work.
I want to ask a question though. Why is it that if you want your needs met, you should be in bed at a appropriate time? Okay, but people are on their phones. They're cracking up watching these little videos. Wow.
Listen.
And guys, it's not even like 9 p.m. This is like 11:30, 12, midnight. I'm not allowed to fall asleep. I'm not allowed to fall asleep at 12:30.
You're supposed to hold it down. You're supposed to hold it down with your man. You's a rider, right? You's a rider, right? With your girl,
And he's still not up, sorry.
With your girl.
You gotta apologize.
Mary Jane. You a rider? I'm a rider. I'm a rider.
He still gotta apologize. That's a TV show. This is real life.
Well, listen, you're supposed to be a rider, right? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to ride it down no matter what. Your man don't go to sleep at the time. You make sure you up.
I'm supposed to fight, and then I gotta be out of the house by 6:15, 6:30. So I'm supposed to fight my sleep when I just been out all day. I just want to know. How do you expect me to juggle all that?
Listen, I'm not telling you.
But I'm gonna do exactly
what you're supposed to do. You don't supposed to be up them late nights and all that. You're supposed to come in and do what you're supposed to do and make sure it's done.
No
then
problem.
You don't have to worry about the rest of the night. You make sure you're great. Then you go to sleep. You can lay in the bed. You do all that stuff with your favorite pillow and all that stuff. You can do all that. But then we can just chill. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta handle your business.
Oh, well, I'm gonna make sure of that now. Because boy, was it one to my attention.
But nah, my baby, you know what I'm saying? She definitely do a lot, even though, and she's, she also doing other little things on the side and stuff that's definitely killing her brain right now. You know what I mean? That's going to come out later. We're going to definitely celebrate that. You know what I mean? When we celebrate that, you know what I mean?
You see? Everything is about that. Oh my God. Still, babe, you got to apologize to the world.
But we're going to celebrate you, man, when you celebrate. I said you working, you know what I mean? You over there, you straining your brain, doing other things, you know what I'm saying? And you out here come home to cook, you come home to people. Listen, I love you, baby.
I love you too. Okay. When you have a woman who's not in the club, because I could be in the club and not run in the streets. Mm-hmm. I don't smoke, I don't drink. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. I think how do I de-stress?
You do drink though. You do drink. You be sipping. You a sipper.
Babe, only socially.
You sip.
Only socially.
You take. I drink, but I don't drink. You see what I'm saying?
But only socially I drink.
This is my drink. I like having a little mixture, little this with little that, little juicy juice with some drinky drink. Make sure it's right. Not too much. Just a little coloring in it. She takes straight shots of the dome. Bang, bang, bang. Listen, I can't do those.
If you going out,
I give you one. Maybe I give you one and a half. The other half won't go to her.
If you going out, I don't go out often, but when I do, I want to have a good night. I want to have a good time. So why not? But I'm talking about on a day-to-day. I don't do anything else but my routine. So how do you think I'm supposed to de-stress?
You de-stress.
I don't have a de-stress.
You de-stress by coming home and doing what you like to do.
No, pleasing your man.
No, there you go.
That's all you
What you like to do. You like to do a lot of
laying in
things.
my bed and watching TV.
And reading your books.
For 1 hour.
You know what I mean? You can do all that. That's all you, boo.
I can do that?
You can do it, boo.
Okay.
You can do it, boo.
Oh, boo, you're part of the bargain.
I will. You know what I'm saying? I will do. As long as you hold up your part of the bargain.
And we all know what that means. Well, on that note.
But yo, man, I just want to know though, since it's about to be Father's Day, man.
Yeah.
Father's Day coming up. Here we go with Father's Day. I want to know, why do Father's Day get so much disrespect? Why is no, you know what I mean? On Father's Day, there's no guys outside selling all type of roses, flowers. Even if guys don't want that, How about he's standing there selling some ties? You know, he out there with some ties on the table, some some colognes out there. You know, some things that the guys like. You know, some trinkets, some electronics or something out there for a nice price. Put something out there that the guys can buy that people can walk up and see. The men don't get no respect on Father's Day, but Mother's Day we go all out.
I have to say, yes, Father's Day is underrated. It's been like this for a long time. I don't even know why. Well, a lot of men that back in the days, I don't know many, they are deadbeats. But there's deadbeat moms too. Let's don't get that twisted. There's deadbeat moms. There's a lot of deadbeat moms, right? So there's a lot of moms that could be like in the home and they don't do nothing for their children. We know a lot of moms like that, or they're not educating their children. It's cultural. If I grew up and my mother never put things in me and telling me, installing responsibilities or things to do, 90% of the time, we're not going to do that for our kids. We just keep the trend going. It takes a strong person to say, you know what? My mother didn't have the education, or my mother didn't have the discipline for her to show me the right things to do. I'm not going to be that kind of mom. So when my kids come, I'm gonna be better. There's deadbeat moms too, but the way society see it is, we have these kids in our belly all these months. We the one who carry them. We the one who have them. So that's why we're celebrating more, and it's so sad because there is some great fathers just like you out there. I wish I had a good father.
Listen, that's why I sit there and I watch it and I be like, you know what? Yeah, we not saying don't celebrate. We celebrate mothers because that's important for sure. Because even through our time now, because things just start changing, probably since probably when our generation started having kids, because we seen the neglect the fathers was in our lives. Because when you look back at our lives, in our generation, there was a lot of people who could say they didn't have fathers in lives. There was no fathers there. There was no fathers in the house. So grew up on welfare, grew up in this way, that way. Now, even if there are kids growing up in the projects or on welfare, there are the fathers still trying to be there in their lives, trying to do things more than there was back in those days when the father was being absent.
There's more men that's stepping up. But we got to show recognition, Yeah,
because it's also with us going through what we went through. Even if that person grew up in that way, when they turn around and they know how they grew up, you want to change. You should want to change. You shouldn't want the same thing to happen to your kid
that's
or
why
your kid to go through the same thing.
But that's why I said it takes a strong person to recognize that, because not everybody recognizes that. Because when you don't know better, you don't do better. There's a lot of people. They just keep it going. So if education is not important to you or family is not important to you, you're not going to install it in your kids because it's just who you are, But there's people that be like, you know what? I didn't have good parents, so I'm going to be a better parent than my parents. And there's some people who just keep the trend going, and that's fine. But one thing you cannot do is compare. Like, don't hate on the next person who broke that trend.
Yeah.
And you chose to keep it going.
Keep it going. You're sitting there in that space, in that zone. You stayed to stay. You chose to stay there because that was what you felt all you knew and didn't know you could expand your horizon, expand and go outside of that. But other people chose to do that and say, you know what, I'm gonna go and do this, I'm gonna go do that, because guess what, I didn't have this when I was growing up. And I see that it is accessible, it can be gotten, so why not go out and get it? All I gotta do now is myself is just put the effort in, put the work in to go out here and get these things, or apply myself to make this happen. So that's all you have to do that point. So you sit there and you see that, you say, you know what, well, I'm going to do that because I want better for mine, and I want to leave a better legacy with my family, with my kids. Whereas when I go, at least they left with something and they can move on and grow from there. You don't want to leave just how we grew up.
Where our parents
we gotta help out with the wakes and funerals. We gotta come out of our pocket. The mother nationalities, they don't have to do that.
That's true.
They deal with the insurance paying for this is paying for that, and they sit there collecting the check at the end of it. But we sit there and say, so and so passed away, and we sit there and say, how
we gonna bury them?
How we gonna bury them now? We dealing with more hurt and anger now, because bad enough the person passed away, you dealing with that hurt and that pain. Now you dealing with the pain with the burying them because you ain't got the money, or you gotta reach your hands out to people and ask, yo, could you?
That's like my biggest fear. I don't want to ask.
I don't want my kids having to go through that because you don't want to have to. I want to be a celebration when I go.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be happy. I don't want to be I want them to be sad because I left a good father, a good man. You know, left them in their life and they wish I could stay there forever. But we don't live forever. No. But it happens now when I go. I want them to say, okay, I'm hurting from that, but I'm not hurting from having these bills he left us or this, that, and the third we gotta pay right now because.
Well, I'm gonna be hurt. I gotta pay all these bills.
Yeah, but you're gonna be good. Insurance gonna pay for that. Life insurance.
I'm gonna be right next to you. I'm gonna be right next to you. But moving right along.
All that, you know,
Father's Day.
Love it, you know
but you know what, babe? You're such a good father, and I just think God, I found like a good man to be a good father to these children because I don't have that. So even as a grown woman, you still wish you had somebody to call. You know, when you're having a bad day or something, when you really turn around, you really don't have anybody but each other. Because it was the way, you know. And it's just so sad. You know, it was, you know, sometimes the way we grew up, and that's why, you know, when you look at us, our stories is like crazy because the way I grew up in the hood, you know, St. John's and Utica. St. John's between Schenectady and Utica, 1361, St. John's Place, right across the street from the fire department. I grew up there, you know, moms on welfare going through the situation and, you know what I mean, and going and been in the streets and stuff like that and whatnot. And I had my pops, you know what I'm saying, my step pops was in the house. He was there, you know what I'm saying, my real pops, he was out there running the streets doing his 1-2, you know what I mean? So it was like I was missing that, but I still had that, so I was there. But now in her instance, she had that. She had her father in her life to stand a third, but she still felt that neglect in certain ways. But that's why we sit here, you know what I'm saying, we sit here to show you and tell you, you know what I mean, like, it's different parts. Whereas when you sit there, you see me and you say, oh, he's from the hood, and I went through this. You see her, she grew up in Queens in a house in the suburbs, you know what I'm saying? Like a picket fence, all of that. It's parallel, you know what I mean? So we have certain things that's parallel in our lives that we went through that you be like, wow, you know, and it's not the street aspect, more like it's more of the household aspect. And you sit there and say, wow, it wasn't always all cookies and cream over there where you was at. When you sit there and you look from afar, you would think that, but it wasn't always that way. But you know, those stories will come out as we give y'all more and more information about us, but you know, we get y'all on that. But that's how it is when it comes to, you know, the lives. Like we that's why we kind of, you know, we compliment each other because we sit there and we can go through that and we can say, wow, you went through that, well I went through that, and I went through this. You know, it was different because it was different worlds. We so different but yet the same. You know, that's why it's like, yo, you know, crazy. You know what I mean? I love the girl. She all right. Yeah, I know you love me, baby. But yo, Father's Day, man. Shout out to all the fathers, man, out there. You know what I'm saying? Doing they 1-2 and being real men out there, man. For real, man. And shout out to what was Charlemagne when they had the day? What's that day? That Wednesday? What day? They had a national Black Men Don't Cheat Day. Shout out to Charlemagne, Black Men Don't Cheat. Well, I just want to say thank you for all you men that's been. We out here. Oh man, my God! Father's Day to all y'all. And you know what's so great is that all your brothers are good fathers. All your brothers are good fathers. They like good role models for the children. And I know if anything, you know, I could always call them for their nieces and nephews. And shout out to my brother Kareem. He just dropped a new one, Little Alex. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Named after my step pops, his pops and stuff. Our pops. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. You know what I mean? Alex, man. This is what we do, man. Yo, love is love, man. I can't wait till next nephew, a new nephew now. He's gonna be big. He's gonna be a big boy. You see, my brother, that's the twin. You know what I mean? That's your twin. You know what I mean? That's the twin. He out there doing his thing, man. Yo, shout out to our new nephew, Billy Blue. I love shout you out already. To Kia. You know what I mean? See y'all out there, man. Number one. I'm gonna have another one. Anyway. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nutsi. See you out there. This is what we do, man. Yo, man, that's another one. You want another baby? Moving right along.
When you kiss me on my neck, boy, you give me shivers. When we make love, you have me streaming like a river. You're the only one I know who could for sure deliver. You got the keys to my house, so go on and until we been down so long, going strong.